If you are planning to take the IELTS exam, there must be a lot of questions on your mind, right? To help you out, in today's video, we'll answer 15 most commonly asked questions about IELTS. So, let's get started. IELTS, International English Language Testing System, is an exam that assesses the English language abilities of people who wish to study, work or migrate to a country where English is the language of communication. IELTS is important because it acts as a proof of your competency in English. Let's say you want to study at a university in the United Kingdom, where English is the primary language. Now, you may be a bright student, but before accepting your application, the university would want to know if you can blend in their English-speaking environment. They would want to make sure that you won't face any communication issues while staying in their country. Here, your IELTS score will come handy. It will testify your English language abilities and assure university admission officers and visa officers that you are proficient in the language. That's why your overall IELTS score is so important. No, IELTS is not compulsory in all university admissions, but you must also remember if you don't give IELTS, your chances of getting the student visa might suffer, as visa officers might not be convinced about your English language abilities without IELTS scores. So it's always safer to appear for the test. Alright, so there are two types of IELTS, IELTS Academic and IELTS General Training. IELTS Academic is for people applying for higher education or professional registration in an English-speaking country. So if you want to enroll in a university in the UK, or if you want to be a medical professional or an engineer in the UK, then you need to go for the academic IELTS. The IELTS General Training Test is for those who are going to English-speaking countries for secondary education, work experience or training programs, or for immigration purposes. IELTS is accepted by most Australian, British, Canadian, European, Irish and New Zealand academic institutions, by over 3,000 academic institutions in the United States, and by various professional organizations across the world. The IELTS exam is accepted by immigration authorities of Australia, Canada, New Zealand and the UK as a proof of prospective immigrants' competence in English. The registration fee for the IELTS exam differs in each country. Here's the IELTS fee in the USA, India, China and UK. This fee is subject to change, so make sure you check the official site for the latest fee in your country. The good news is IELTS is not a pass or fail test. You'll get a score from 1 to 9, 1 being the lowest and 9 meaning you are an expert user of the English language. However, you can say you passed or failed the test depending on what you need the test for. For instance, if the minimum IELTS score required to enter a master's degree program in a university in Canada is 7 and you get 7.5, then you can say you passed the test, right? Anyone above the age of 16 years and having a valid passport can take the IELTS test. If you wish to study, work or migrate to the UK, Australia, Canada and New Zealand and study or work in the US, you can take this test. There is no limit set by the conducting bodies of IELTS for taking the exam. You can take the IELTS test as many times as you want until you get your dream score. However, you have to pay the test fee for every attempt. IELTS can be taken on a computer or paper. If you go for paper-based IELTS, you will write answers in either pen or HB pencils. The speaking test is carried out face-to-face with an examiner. However, if you take computer-based IELTS, you will take the listening, reading and writing sections on a computer. The speaking test will remain face-to-face with a trained IELTS examiner. The choice totally depends on your comfort. If your typing speed is good, then you can opt for a computer-based test. Otherwise, you should stick to the traditional paper-based exam. IELTS test is jointly owned by British Council, IDP IELTS Australia, and Cambridge Assessment English. Candidates have this doubt about who is best for IELTS, British Council or IDP. It so happens that in certain countries, the British Council is in charge of IELTS exams, and in other countries, IDP runs them. And then there are countries like India where both the British Council and IDP offer IELTS exams, which people find confusing and aren't sure where to go. However, there is no difference between both the agencies. Whether you take IELTS from British Council or IDP, it won't make any difference at all. The thing is, they both conduct the test, but they don't write them, which means you'll get the same tests no matter which agency you choose. So you can take the IELTS exam conducted by any of the agencies. First, you need to visit the official British Council or IDP registration page, create an account, choose the exam you would want to take, that is IELTS Academic or IELTS General Training, choose the country and find your nearest test center. You will then see test dates that are available, choose the date that suits you. Your listening, reading and writing test will take place on this selected date. Now choose a date to take your speaking test. And finally complete the process by adding your ID details and paying online. Both IDP and the British Council offer the test on 48 fixed dates a year, running 4 times a month. The yearly schedule is available on their website. Alternatively, you could also visit their offices and register in person. You'll then be contacted via email regarding venue location on your preferred day. Just remember to register 1 month prior so as to secure your place on your preferred day at your chosen test center. The total test duration is 2 hours and 45 minutes. IELTS syllabus includes 4 sections: listening, reading, writing and speaking. Listening, reading and writing are completed in one sitting without any break. But the speaking test can either be done on the same day or a few days before or after the other tests. The listening test will be for 30 minutes and is segregated into 4 sections. The reading test comprises 40 questions, all divided into 3 sections. The time duration for this section is 60 minutes. The writing test will have 2 tasks and will be for 60 minutes. The speaking test consists of 3 parts of 11 to 14 minutes. You are assessed and given a score for each section, and the final score is the sum of scores received in each section. Let's say you get 7 in each of the 4 sections, then your overall IELTS score would be 7. The 2 types of tests, IELTS Academic and IELTS General Training, differ in their reading and writing components in terms of content and question types, while listening and speaking tests are the same for both. If you want to learn more about the format of each section for the both IELTS Academic and IELTS General Training, then check out our video on Academic versus General Training. Link is in the description. If you have taken a paper-based test, your test report form will be available online 13 days after you complete the test. If you have taken a computer-delivered test, your results will be available online between 5 to 7 days after your test. IELTS test results remain online for 28 days. A paper copy of your IELTS test score will be available 13 days after the test date. It can be collected in person at the test center, or it could be delivered to you by post. You can check with your test center what option is available locally. There are 2 ways: self-study or taking professional help. If you have a good command over English language, it is manageable to study by yourself. You can buy some IELTS self-study books. The official Cambridge Guide to IELTS is one top recommendation by many. The British Council website has a list of books with brief descriptions that you could refer to. Also, there is loads of free study material for IELTS preparation available on the internet. Start taking practice test papers. These are available on the IELTS website, where you will also get answers to sample questions given. Then there are YouTube videos that are especially useful for speaking and listening tests. And if you want to fasten your learning process, it's a good option to take some training and professional help. At UniLearning, we prepare you to attain your dream score through our online courses. Visit our website unilearning.com and take a look at our courses. Book the course that suits you and start your IELTS preparation through our live online classes with one of our expert trainers from the comfort of your home. So that's the end of this video. I really hope this video answered all your questions regarding IELTS. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.